What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kicks Closet with your boy Shoe Beast. Man, it has been a great week so far. Last week was crazy as well. Since you tuned in last time, I'm sure. Sneakers have been kind of dry. I can't even lie. I don't know. Besides the street market dunks, man, I wasn't really feeling too much that dropped. Huge announcement, though. We did get the Nike dunk back into the Nike by You, aka Nike ID from the old days. So we're going to be able to start customizing our own dunks again pretty soon. Right now, it's just in the phase where you can customize them and kind of save your templates. They don't have it to where you can buy them yet, but it's going to be huge, guys. So definitely look out for that. That's going to be an awesome touch to the dunk culture. And honestly, I think it's a nod to the way things used to be with dunks. But with that being said, this is a special episode. This is a new sub-series in the Kicks Closet that I'm going to be calling Shoes Off. And this is going to be with a lot of my friends in the modeling industry, be that adult industry, photography industry, filming industry, stuff like that. But I know a lot of different people that do a lot of different things, and they also like shoes as well to one degree or another. They might be, they might just like certain brands to exercise in. They might like heels, but they might also be sneakerheads as well. But I'm super excited to get one of my very, very good friends. And I'm proud to call her one of my very good friends. This is one of my best friends in the industry. I can't say much more for it. I just want to go ahead and get her on the phone. Y'all saw the title for the video, so let's just go ahead and get Miss Ivory Soles on the phone. Let's see if she'll pick up. She should pick up because I told her I was calling. All right, we're ringing.
Hello.
Oh, there she is.
What's up?
How's it going?
It's going pretty dang good. Can't complain. How about you?
Pretty good. Rosé's doing the thing where when she hears a female voice on the phone, she freaks out at first.
Oh.
So she's super happy to hear from you.
My dogs do that. They do that for drive-through. They just start wiggling their butts.
Yep. Usually because they know there's like a pup cup coming. So I was speaking just a little. I was hyping you a little bit up before I got on the phone with you, because I want people that don't know who you are to know who you are. So please tell the people who you are and what you do.
Oh gosh. It's hard to follow when Zap types me up, but alright. I'm Ivory Soles. I'm a fetish model. I've been doing this for about 7 years now. Hard to admit that, but I don't know. My feet are really famous, and I made some really cool friends because of that, and Zach is one of them. So I'm excited to be a part of this podcast and also show my ignorance for all you sneakerheads about my knowledge. No, that's dope. That's dope. I actually explained, I was like, I'm gonna be having these guests on, and it's gonna be a different spectrum. They might just have a favorite exercise brand. They might be an actual sneakerhead, but either way, we're gonna get them on and we're gonna get them talking. Real quick though, before we get into shoes, how have you been, I'm gonna call it coping with COVID? How's that been going for you? Well, with all due respect to, anyone it's, super negatively affected, because obviously, I feel horrible for anyone who's sick or, lost their job or has gone through any other negative circumstance because of it, but,
right.
I mean, it kind of came at a perfect time for what I was going through in my life. I just really needed a break, and I didn't know that, but I was able to finish out college online and get some personal time to myself to really truly reflect on what was important, and it just completely changed the trajectory of my life. So I'm thankful that I'm like okay during COVID. My grandpa, he lives in a nursing home and he is my best friend, so it sucked not seeing him. It's been
Right.
11 months since I've seen him, so I actually got to visit him right before COVID really even got to America. But besides that, I'm thankful.
No, that's crazy. I know how I know how much of a big deal your grandpa is in your life, because you're always telling me, I'm hanging out with grandpa. But yeah, no, that's crazy. I know that quite a few people have been affected by that, as far as like being able to see the older people in their life. I know that my dad had to skip going to see my grandparents for Christmas, and this was the first year since I've been alive, like, that my grandparents decided not to host, like, none of their children, not a big Christmas. They just stayed at home themselves and chilled. So it was kind of like milestone. It was weird, but I do agree with you though. I mean, it was it came at a time where I think the people that chose to look at it a certain way were able to use the time in a productive manner and, grow, kind of slow down with the world and kind of see things from a different way than they were with the hustle and bustle of everything.
Right.
No, for sure. Like I know that some people, I've said this before in here, but just like you said, because I know people that were affected negatively by it, but I also know a lot of people that were positively affected by this, because with the job, with people losing their job, it made people have to, it was like a survival of the fittest type thing. Like if it brought the hustler out in you, if you're a real hustler, this was the time where it showed, a lot of people were in the pandemic and a lot of people were in the bandemic. You feel me? I don't know if you heard that, but I see a bunch of memes that, like stacks of PS5s, and they're like, "What you mean pandemic?"
Oh my god.
We're in the bandemic.
I have not seen that, but I love that. I'm gonna look it up now. But no, how has it changed things for you? Because I mean, like, it's been about a year since we've actually seen each other. You were doing some different things before, so like, I mean, let me ask you the same question back.
Yeah, no, that's good. I like the kickback for sure. It definitely, I think just like you, it made me kind of stop. And I think for any like hustler and any like, I think for any like natural hustler, they like even like approach life in a hustle standpoint. So like when life throws you a curveball and when your business throws you a curveball, you have to know how to pivot from that. So I think it just gave me a chance to like kind of stop, pivot, figure out what was going on, and I started up hella new hustles while it happened. I mean, I do know like a few people. I know a couple people personally that have been like really affected by it, and that sucks. But at the same time, we just got to roll with the punches and get through this all together. But I mean, at the end of the day, all in all, it's been a good year. It gave me a chance to evaluate like exactly what I considered important and what was important, what I considered necessary, what was necessary, stuff like that. And just kind of look at like different things that I wasn't thinking about making money with before that I'm making money with now.
Right. So
yeah, no, it was personally, I've been affected positively, I guess you could say, which is weird. But
I felt weird saying it, but it's like, yeah, I'm thankful.
No, I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, like,
yeah.
I do say this, and people might not like hearing this, but it just is what it is. I don't like the whole stigma of we're all in this together, because that's like, I feel like that's such an easy cop and excuse for people that are, when they talk about like the stuff that they're going through with COVID, well, it's like, oh, we're all locked down together. We're all doing this together. We're all feeling the same way. Well, no, the fuck we're not. There are actually people out there that have taken this whole thing by the balls. And
right.
You know what I mean? So that's what I guess I'm coming from when I don't really like hearing people use the excuse of, oh, we're all in this together. I promise. Whoa. We're all feeling the same way. No, we're not. I promise. There's people living rooftop lifestyles right now.
That's so true.
With their damn mask on.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yes. But okay. So I guess we could get into a little bit of sneaker conversation and keep it relevant. So, what's your favorite brand between Adidas and Nikes?
Oh, definitely Nikes. Like, I've never really rocked Adidas. I guess back in the day, like when I was a kid, and the what's the Adidas that like have come back around now that all the girls are wearing again with all the different color 3 stripes that are like white?
The Superstars, like the shell toes.
Okay. Yes, so those were really popular, like back when I was like smaller, and actually like trying to pick out my own clothes. But I spent my money on Converse, and then Nikes were definitely like a go-to because I did sports. But now I rock the Nike Fly Knits for comfort. I wore those to like out today for my errands, so I'm gonna have to go with Nikes for sure. Never really messed with Adidas.
Got you. So you guys heard it. She wore Fly Knits today, so she's in the gang. That was actually a perfect segue into my next, because I went super journalistic, like wrote down pen and pad, even though I have terrible handwriting, like
nice.
Wrote down some stuff. This was a good segue into my next thing that I wanted to talk about. People that don't know about this lady, she has probably the most insane Converse collection I have ever seen in my life. Talk about that for a second.
All right, let's talk about it.
Talk about like how you came about it, how you acquired all of it, everything.
Okay, well, I've always liked Converse and Vans. I guess I've messed with Converse more, have a lot more pairs of Converse. But yeah, when I got into the Fetish game, like I already had a lot of Converse, and it's kind of like a thing within like the stinky feet sneaker fetish community.
Right.
People really Converse for some reason, like wearing them barefoot with canvas, like they just love that, and like the little holes that let like just a little bit out, like it's really just a big deal. So I had been buying like more colors of Converse since I had like Amazon gift cards, or I would have other people buy them for me,
right.
And I was kind of growing my collection. Like I maybe had like 5 pairs, like all the basics, and then a pair of purple Converse. And I'm really like, I love purple, it's my favorite color, but something that's purple that I really love is the retro logo for the Tampa Bay Rays back when they were the Devil Rays. It's like a purple.
Okay, got you.
Logo. And I actually went to an opening game for the Rays like a couple of years ago with one of my girlfriends, and I was wearing like all my retro merch, and I like with the purple Converse. And my friend took a picture and like posted it somewhere that day, and I don't even think this was fetish related, but I was tagged like on my Ivory account, and this person saw me in those Converse and like contacted me and wanted to start sponsoring me to have different pairs of Converse. And on top of that, after I had maybe like only 10 pair, I made a video on YouTube of me just like trying on all of my different colors and like high top, low top of Converse, which was only like 10 pair at that time. And that got me even deeper into like the Converse like life. I don't know.
Sheesh.
So got a lot of colors now, and they're good to beat up, they're good to skate in, they're good to work out in, like they get stinky fast, they got a good turnaround life. But yeah, that's kind of that with the Converse story.
No, that's great. So how many pairs would you say you had right now, if you had to guess?
Let me go count. I feel like I'm slacking right now because I only have 2 pairs of high top at the moment.
Because guys, when I say I've seen her like post pictures, like, and she's like completely full in a circle of like the whole color spectrum.
Got 4, 6, 8. was kind of horrible.
4 pairs of whites.
So I only have 16 at the moment. I know a few have sold like in the last 6 months, but
she only has 16.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so to speak on this real quick. So now you said pairs that have been bought for you. So those that don't know, is like you get shoes bought for you specifically to wear.
Yes, and for me to wear, to stink them up as much as possible and send them to someone as a gift, my used, worn Converse. And sometimes I'll straight up sell them, or sometimes I'll go like shoe for shoe. Like, okay, you want my favorite pair of Converse that are pink, just replace them with a brand new pair and I'll send you these.
That was the next thing I was going to ask. Did they give you the shoe and then you send them that and they replace it, or you get to sell the shoe that you wear? Because that's crazy.
It all depends on the person. The main person who started buying my Converse, I did send them my most used pair of Converse after probably like they had purchased me 3 or 4 new ones, just purely to see me take a photo in them. That was the only reason they had originally purchased them. And then after a few pairs, I was like, do you want a pair of these back that are like really worn? Like usually people want that. And they were like, sure. Like I didn't want to ask because I don't want you to be like short a pair of shoes. And I was like, well, you can just
short a pair of shoes.
You can just get the same color and like we'll just call it even. And I was like, okay. So it just kind of depends on like the person and the interaction that you're having with them.
Yeah, and I bring this up because the thing in the sneaker community is, and with reselling and everything, is like we sell worn shoes as well, but the value for them is significantly lower when we sell them used.
And you probably try and keep them like really.
Oh yeah, it has to be rated like 9 out of 10 condition, 8 out of 10 condition, lightly worn and everything. But it's like on your flip side of the spectrum, the more worn, the better, and the more profitable it becomes.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty cool flip side of the spectrum, because I feel like this segment of the podcast is so cool because like the sneakerhead community and the fetish community is so linear but polarizing at the same time. So it's like a very intriguing contrast to kind of bounce off of one another. Because guys are going to hear this and they're going to be like, what? Like what?
Yeah.
Like they're going to have their girls like start wearing shoes for them.
Oh yeah, that's definitely, they're gonna get so many ideas. Put their girl on, take a $50 pair of Converse and make them worth like $250.
No, that's funny. So did you know actually that, so you said your favorite brand was Nike's, but you have a lot of Converse. Really quickly, did you know that Converse was owned by Nike?
No, I didn't, but that's cool.
Fun fact. Fun sneakerhead fact.
A little factoid.
Yeah, if you actually like go to like Nike.com and you can like, sometimes you'll like see Converse for sale on there and stuff like that. And I think you can like customize your own Converse on Nike.com, I believe. But
well, I know you can do it on like Journeys, I think it is, for like I was gonna do that a while back and then it never, maybe it was like limited customization, I think it was, and that's why I didn't end up wanting to do it. But maybe on Nike it would be a little bit more broad. I'm gonna check that out.
So yeah, so as far as the Converse, I mean, since you're so, because they have some like super hype Converse like in the sneakerhead community, like the Off-White Converse collabs.
Did Wiz Khalifa do his own? Like, I feel like so horrible for not knowing that because I was like such an old school Wiz Khalifa fan, and like obviously Taylor Gang or Die. Like,
yeah, I believe Taylor Gang did a Converse collab. I'm pretty sure, just because he's he rocked the Chuck Taylors. But yeah, no, we definitely need to get you on some hype Converse now that they know about the extensive Converse collection. So like, what's the? I'm just gonna keep hitting you over the head.
Do it.
So what's like the most shoes you've been gifted at once? Like the biggest haul?
Oh, Oh gosh, I have someone who loves buying me thigh-high boots, and it was their goal to make me the dominatrix from Brat Princess with the most pairs of thigh-high boots. And I believe they had funded another Brat Princess, which Brat Princess is like a femdom studio.
Shout out to Brat Princess. I've actually done film work for them. I used to, well, not used to. I mean, I'm on like, I guess I wouldn't even call it a hiatus. I guess I'm on sabbatical.
Yeah. Everyone is at Brat Princess right now.
Yeah, but I've done a little bit of film work there. They're awesome. The guy that owns that studio, he's great. It's a whole great company. But yeah, shout out to Brat Princess. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. Gotta shout them out. I mean, I'm pretty sure we first met at a Brat Princess shoot, so it's
We did. Yeah. So, all thanks be to Brat Princess.
Back to the thigh-high thing, though, I think I'm definitely the Brat Princess with the most at this point. I've got about 42 pairs of thigh-high boots, and we had to get special storage for all of them, and I moved into a house with a closet. Pretty much, I kind of moved here partly for the closet, because it's about like 3 feet, so it can fit all of my ridiculous amount of shoes. But the most he got me at once was, I think, like 6 pairs, and that's thigh-high boots, so that's like a lot of shoe that you're
yeah
pairs.
Yeah, so you have 40 something pairs of 46 pairs, you said, of thigh highs?
I have 42 pairs of
42 pairs. So you definitely don't have to wear the same one twice a year during the season if you don't want to.
I can't even get in half during the season, especially living in the South. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, that's right. She also lives in Fetish Mecca, which is Florida. That's crazy. Wow, 42 thigh-high boots in Florida.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's like your biggest, like outside, because what's common, what people that are listening, what they might not know is, what's common in our industry is like seeing a bunch of like random little like screenshot flexes of like, cash apps and stuff like that. But like, what's like your actual, like, over 7 years of doing this and being successful and consistent, like what's your biggest industry, like quote unquote industry flex that you've been able to attain from this career?
An industry flex? You mean like maybe something kind of like crazy, or like that makes other like people in the industry like, ooh shit, or like a little jealous, or I don't know.
Not even jealous, just like what's something that's been like you've been able to accomplish in your life that like you wouldn't have been able to do outside of this,
Definitely get a college degree without debt. That was like a major goal for me before I got enrolled in college or started modeling or anything like that. That was like, I just didn't want to be trapped in that debt cycle, and I didn't start college right away, and I was like scared basically to like just fuck myself over financially. So that was like a relief.
Wow.
And I don't know, like I don't think about things the same, but like, I guess my biggest flex. Sorry. All right.
No, that's why I wanted to ask you this, because I knew I was gonna get like these practical answers. So just to clarify, you paid for college with this?
Oh yeah.
Wow. That's ridiculous. That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy. I mean, I learned more just from like working for myself that whole time that I did from college. I didn't really like love my college experience, but it's just like kind of something that I wanted to do and have, and I made that happen. And now that it's over, it's almost like, wow, like, okay, what do I do with myself? So it's kind of that part is fun, like figuring out like what I get to do now, because obviously like things have changed from the way I was thinking like a year ago before I graduated college,
right.
Before COVID like ruined everyone's plans. So it's been interesting to see, like, I've just been doing a lot of learning, and this is also going to like push me to the next chapter of my life. Like, I'm on the brink of that, and so it's like this has helped that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, that's...
accomplishment for me in itself is like not to get stuck and to keep growing every year and like doing something bigger or like adding something in.
No, yeah, that this is definitely why I wanted to ask you this question, because I wanted to hear like, you know, like something crazy like that. Like, I don't think people, like, you know, they have a couple YouTube videos out there like, oh, I sold feet pics and this is what happened, but like being like a successful and consistent model the way that you've been, you know, it can yield crazy results. And I guess I wanted to showcase that a little bit, because this is stuff that I know, obviously, because we're friends. But, I mean, it's crazy. I think it's crazy, personally. Okay, so something a little bit off the bat. I want to say 3 words, and you tell me the first thing that comes to mind when I say them.
Okay.
All right? This is totally random. Like, completely like a psychological,
like you're randomly generating the words, or are they going to be like
well, I already have the 3 words listed down, but like this is like one of like those like the psychologist test type things, like when I say a word you tell me what comes to mind type thing. Okay, so first word, cactus.
Prickly.
Okay.
I like paused, not because I was trying to think of a word, but because I was like caught off guard. I don't know
No,
why.
you're good.
I thought foot related.
Balloon.
People who pop them as like a fetish. The looners.
Multi-level management.
Oh god. Is this supposed to be like a singular reaction, or I might go off?
No, I did that as a troll. That's
You got me. The floodgates were like beginning to like open.
The goosebumps.
More like the nausea at the pit of my stomach.
The nausea. Oh yeah, no, that was a total troll. I'm sorry. I just had to figure out how to somehow hit you off guard with the MLM pitch. You know what I'm saying? Join it for the PowerPoint.
Are you interested in an opportunity?
Are you interested in an opportunity? It's not shoe beast. It's shoe beasts. I'm dead.
The beast and add another S to the end of it. It just keeps going forever.
Yeah.
Everyone will be an S one day.
Yep. Everyone will eventually be an S to the. You could potentially be an S to the 850th power. So you mentioned something just a couple minutes ago, right before I hit you with the random words. That is a good segue. The fact that you just got, cleared up a whole bunch of time for your from finishing off college and everything. So like, you've done this for 7 years, and I know that you're not stopping. And this is obviously giving you probably an insane amount of, entrepreneurial experience. Just like money management, how to figure out your monthlies, your quarterlies, everything like that. So what's next? What's realistically next for you?
There's been so much research and thought put into that question over the last 6 months. Like, I can't even begin to tell you how many things I have gotten excited about and like research, taken an online course on.
Right.
Originally, I was interested in just doing the real estate agent thing for a couple years and saving up money and like buying like good properties as they came.
Mm-hmm.
And as a real estate agent, you see things. So I had been interested in doing that for a while, but the state of like, the pandemic and then a possibility of like a real, market crash, I'm like, all right, I can't be taking risks like that. Like, it's made me reshift my focus and know that I need to be in something that is considered an essential business, and
right.
Whether that's like selling a product like hand sanitizer, which is not something I'm saying I'm going to do, but like,
right.
It could be from selling a product to like operating a business or, like facility. And the thing I'm super duper stuck on right now, and have been for like 4 months, is owning a laundromat. And it's so out of left field for anyone who talks to me, because I love, like, medical marijuana, and I love farming, and, like, you know, if I could just grow marijuana or hemp, that would be, like, my ideal lifestyle. But I've done so much research and meeting with, like, government agencies and different people who finance you, and just all the different...
Yeah, because that's something else that people don't know about you. Like, you went to weed college.
Yes, I did some weed college. I took some classes at a place called Learn Sativa, which honestly is just, it's like an oasis for any pothead. Like, it's home, you know? Like, you go there and you don't want to leave. But I've learned all the different ways of growing and stuff like that, and it just doesn't seem like where I want to start out with. So I'm really stuck on this laundromat because it's like an essential business. A lot of them have a couple rental properties associated with it. So I've got a business plan written out that I'm going to present to the Small Business Administration. Here in March is when I'm, like, looking to kind of, like, actually attack this and try for the first time. But I am going to be moving in, like, about 6 months to hopefully my dream property. Like, I'm going to start looking for it, and I've got a realtor who knows, like, what I want with that property. But
right.
I really want to do something with, like, farming fish, and unfortunately I don't have the experience to really get the government or, like, the farmers, like, administration to help me with that. So I'm going to be learning how to do, like, fish farming and aquaculture for the next couple of years, and
that's
doing that
dope.
Project and a side project. But I'm really dead set on getting a laundromat for my main business. So
no, like you
huge answer, but there you go.
You say that's like super out of left field, but like I promise you, like I was scrolling through Instagram right before this, and I watched a video of these two kids that were under the age of 14 and 15 that make like $9,000 a year in passive income just on the washing machines that they bought, the coin laundromats. And another thing that I saw, what you said about like having to re-strategize, because like, I mean, look, my name is Shoe Beast. I don't have a single pair of shoes for sale right now. I had to, because like the margins are so low in like regular shoe sales. To be honest, like even like getting these high shoe, like the good shoe releases at $175 and then selling it and then making like $25-$40 profit. Like I can make $40 profit off of 2 bottles of rare soda I find in the grocery store, or a dope Pokemon card that I pull out of a $10 pack or whatever. But no, you're absolutely right. It made you like rethink about what was like realistic as far as an essential. And what I thought was really cool, people are getting into the laundromats, the vending machines.
Yeah, I have a whole plan for vending machines that would be at my laundromat too, because that's like a side income to have.
Right, you'd have to have one there with like the detergent and the dryer sheets and everything and the little pods. And you know what's crazy is you can buy those the little like pods and stuff for super cheap, because I've been watching videos of like Dollar Tree arbitrage, because you can buy like sample size cleaners and toothpaste and stuff there and then resell them online for almost full price. But I saw a brilliant idea. This dude bought a vending machine, stocked it with gloves, hand sanitizer, and masks, and put them in grocery stores.
Ooh.
Yeah. And he's banking.
Nice.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that anywhere. I'm surprised with all my research that I do, but that is like the perfect thing, and that's obviously like new and in demand. But yeah, you get. I
saw it on fucking TikTok.
Man, I need to get on TikTok, because I'm hearing all sorts of stuff about TikTok, but it's one of those things where it's like I'm resistant to it. It took me like 3 years to get on Snapchat, and I still don't know how to use it.
This dude, like he showed the whole thing, and it was like he went on OfferUp. He bought the vending machine. It was like an old used vending machine for like $400-$500, and then like he said it wasn't even like a super like contract thing. It was like a handshake agreement type thing with, just go to like some stores and be like, hey, I'll put this in and give you 10% or 15% of whatever comes out of it. And it's like, if you buy one of those bulk, things of like the temporary masks, and you single package them up in like cellophane and everything like that. And, for the people that forget masks, you got that vending machine right there. They're not going to run back to their car. They're going to pop a quarter in and keep walking. It's forward motion, not backward. Yeah, that to me, that was like, whoa.
Yeah, this pandemic has made a lot of people rich off of just masks, especially the people who are already kind of on like the Shopify drop shipping hustle before the pandemic, because I think all of them who were like just doing the drop shipping or using like people on Instagram to promote their shit, it's like all of a sudden everyone needs a mask. Oh, let me buy 1,000 from China right now. Like, they're rolling in the money right now. It's ridiculous.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, no, it's crazy. I think one of the funniest things is, because I'm a big Shark Tank fan, and what's recently gone viral, I'm sure you may have seen it, you may not, but the lady that tried to pitch like custom designed hand cloth face mask back in 2010, and all the sharks were like, I'm out. There's no industry for that. There's no market for that. Like, so they could have had their hand in a hefty market. So that lady, she was on to something 10 years ago. It was in 2010. She got laughed off that fucking stage.
That's crazy. I wonder how many other ideas like are just sitting there in past seasons right now like that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure if I like went back and looked, I was like, oh, that could be used now. Because I think like the Ring doorbell originally got like passed on that show, but look at them now.
Yeah, that's like a gold standard of home security now.
Right. There's actually a few brands that have like been able to kind of almost capitalize off the fact that the sharks were wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not investing in them, and they still ended up like going crazy. All right, so I guess I'll ask like one more like random sneaker question. I gotta like pull this one off the top of my head because I didn't write anything else down.
You didn't be too hard with the sneaker questions, like.
Well, it's the Kicks Closet.
Retro Jordans or something.
And I'll probably end up having you on again just because people are gonna get used to liking to hear people on, and the show's gonna progress to the point where I'm gonna be able to have it filmed and maybe get a FaceTime little frame of you in the corner or something like that. And we've already talked about once I take this thing on the road, I'm definitely coming down to see you, and we're gonna make some stuff happen. But
we could make a lot of content in the fetish capital and with all these fucking outlets around.
Exactly. We could definitely get the hustle on. But no, this was just basically, with the COVID and the pandemic, I mean, people just don't talk to each other that much anymore. So I figured it was cool to like get on the phone with some of my friends that were also influencers in other communities that could just shoot the shit with me. So yeah, this was more of just everyone getting to know you that doesn't already know you, but who doesn't know you.
And all the crossover questions from the sneakerheads that don't know anything about fetish are going to pop in on us with some good ones. Yeah, no, this will be a good time. This will be a great opportunity for people to comment and leave questions and follow your Instagram, and we'll plug that, and my Instagram, and they'll be able to hit us with questions. And for the next Ivory Soles interview, a Q&A, what you want to hear, and we'll keep it respectful, for sure. But we also like it raw around here. For sure. But I am gonna let you get back to what I already know is a crazy busy day for you. Well, thank you for having me, and I'm excited to do this again. Yeah, thank you so much, and we will talk again soon. Heck yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. All right, bye-bye.
All right, guys. So that was what it is. She is one of my great friends in the industry. I've known her for a super long time. That was awesome getting to sit there and talk with her and just kind of, pick each other's brains and recap on things about the year, go over opinions. I know we didn't talk too much about shoes on this one, but this is a great opportunity. Like she said, she's more than willing to get back on the show for you guys, and she wants to answer the questions that you guys have. So definitely, leave likes, comments, follow our Instagrams. Her Instagram is Soles of Ivory. If you look up Ivory Soles, you are going to find her on Instagram. My Instagram is goldsoul_realbad with 2 B's. So yeah, if you have any specific things that you want answered in the next Ivory Soul interview, you let me know. But this was just basically us talking and catching up, because like I said, we are actually buddies in the industry, and I hope this was interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed what you heard. Got to hear about her crazy Converse collection, her crazy thigh-high boot collection. That's nuts. Yeah, man, it's a crazy world. It's a crazy world out there, and there's a whole bunch of niches. Just like this sneakerhead community, there's all types of little communities out there, and we can't. I want to showcase and make sure everybody knows everybody, because that's how we make a unified world at the end of the day. But I've been on here for a minute, and we are gonna get on out. You think I need to go mess with my dog or something? I need to definitely pack up some orders. But I'm going to get on out. You guys have a great day. Stay blessed. And make sure to stay fresh.